Sorry, as long as we're in Batical, I'd like to go see His Majesty.
Oh, you're right. Yes, let's go.
Well, that didn't work. It's not like I can mention this locket in front of Natalia.
Luke, we're leaving now.
Yeah. Actually, I kind of want to meet with His Majesty alone.
My, what's wrong? Is it something we shouldn't know about?
Well, not exactly.
You're such a bad liar. Just tell her.
Guy!
Truth is, Natalia, he's got a letter of a personal nature from Emperor Peony.
But why hide it?
This is highly confidential. His Imperial Majesty is considering making you his bride.
Me? But I've got Luke. And Ash, too, I suppose. Oh, what to do?
Natalia, you can't have both. No fair.
Anyway, he asked that the letter get to your father without you knowing.
Now I understand. Very well. I'll be waiting here.
Thank you for understanding. Well, Luke, shall we?
Huh? No, but I was going to go alone.
Now, don't be stubborn. Let's go.
Then we're coming too.
Right.
Hold on. Guy, Jade, Annis, fine. Tyr?
I'm sorry, it just kind of happened.
It's that locket you found on Mount Ronil, isn't it?
Yeah. I guess you noticed.
You were standing there staring at some locket you found looking like somebody just died.
He's right. Sometimes one just can't help being curious.
Yep.
Just don't tell Natalia.
What's going on, Luke? I don't see Natalia with you.
Your Majesty, please take a look at this.
This is...
I don't know what Natalia looked like as a baby, so I thought maybe Your Majesty could...
This is Natalia. I'm almost certain of it. Where did you find this?
On Mount Ronil, at the spot where we and the God Generals were caught in that avalanche.
I think I've seen that before. I could have sworn that Largo...
Are you sure? Well, Largo is about the only possible candidate, but...
I hear that Natalia's childhood wet nurse is away on leave. I hear she's now working for Aster in Cassidonia. Try to speak with her.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Do you plan to tell Natalia?
What would Your Majesty have us do?
I don't know. Perhaps it would be best to tell her. But if it is indeed Largo...
We'll report to Your Majesty again once we have a solid answer.
Thank you. Luke, what's with all this Your Majesty business? It's unlike you.
Well, I'm just a replica.
Oh, don't be foolish. You're still a nephew to me.
Yes, sir.
This is quite a surprise. To think that Natalia could be Largo's daughter.
Nothing is sure yet.
But it will be so hard for her if it is true.
So, are we going to Cassidonia? Be careful. Natalia will catch on eventually.
What about that score performing illicit readings? How about we tell her we heard the score was headed for Cassidonia?
Nice. Natalia should go along with that.
But we're going to have to tell her sometime, right? She'll probably be really hurt.
Yes. It's hard to face one's own blood as an enemy.
Right. And to Natalia in particular has a fragile side to her that makes me worry.
Welcome back. So, what did Father have to say?
Oh, he talked about how you had Ash and all.
Ash? So Father is thinking of Ash and me? But then you...
No. I meant he said Ash or me, either one.
More importantly, we heard that traveling scorer has headed to Chesedonia. We're already going in that direction. Let's follow him.
I see. Perhaps he'll move straight on to Malkuth from there. Perhaps we could delay our report to Teodoro until after Chesedonia then.
Sure, of course.
All right. Let's see what we find in Chesedonia.
You're an amazing liar, Colonel. Your smile hasn't budged.
Oh, I assure you, I'm crying on the inside, racked with guilt.
Uh-huh.
That's quite a crowd over there. Let's take a look.
I suppose if we snuck off now to ask around, Natalia would be pretty mad, huh?
Luke, wait. Something's odd here.
All who desire a reading of the score, follow me. All who come shall have a reading.
Looks like our lie has become the truth.
Hold it right there. The Order of Lorelei has called a halt to all score readings. That score is a fake.
That hurts, Anis. From now on, it won't be the old Order of Lorelei reading the score. The score will be read by the new Order of Lorelei and its glorious leader, Phone Master Mose.
Ion. No, you're...
Sync, so you survived too?
There go our last hopes for at least one casualty among the God Generals. I imagine it's true, then, that Van survived and assimilated Lorelei within himself.
If you know that much, shouldn't you be looking for the jewel a little harder?
You all haven't found it yet either.
If no one finds it, we keep the upper hand.
Brazen as ever, I see.
Sync. What's this new Order of Lorelei? What do you mean by Phone Master Mose?
Didn't Mose tell you? Our darling little traitor?
I wasn't working for him because I wanted to.
Easy. I'm not carrying that deadweight Mose around for kicks, either. Now, as I was saying before that interruption, all who want score readings, follow me.
Stop right there!
We want to know the score! Yeah, he's right!
But
Annis, please let me go. You of all people should understand.
Ion...
Don't forget, fighting with me means fighting with Ion.
That bastard! How cruel!
Annis, you can't let it get to you. Sync and Ion are completely different people.
She's right. Just like Luke and Ash are different people.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm not letting it bother me. I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine!
Annis, don't push yourself too hard.
I'm not pushing anything.
Natalia, would you take Annis to the bazaar or somewhere to cheer her up a bit? The rest of us will go speak to Aster to alert him of the traveling scorer.
Certainly. Annis, let's take a walk.
Damn, you're good, Jade.
Yes, but Annis looked angry at being used as the bait.
Jade will take responsibility for that later. But she was really depressed.
Let's set aside responsibility for the moment and go see Aster.
I see. We'll pay careful attention to any and all scorers coming through the area.
Please do. With that out of the way, might we...
You'd like to speak with Natalia's nanny, correct? I'll call for her.
Goodness, if it isn't Master Luke.
There's something I'd like to show you.
This was Bardock's.
Bardock?
Meryl's father. He was Sylvia's... my son-in-law.
Could you tell us a little bit about him?
Bardock used to work as a guard for a caravan that traveled across the desert. His closest friends used to call him the Lion of the Desert. He was a big man with a big heart.
Lion of the Desert, the Black Lion, his large stature.
There's little doubt.
So where's this Bardock person now?
I'm afraid I haven't seen him since my daughter Sylvia passed away.
Thank you very much. That's more than enough.
If there's anything else I can do for you, don't hesitate to come by again.
Oh my, that was fast. Did you pass along a warning to Aster?
Yeah, more or less.
Luke, I want a full report later.
I know. I'm sorry.
You're weird. Why should you apologize and not the Colonel?
Phew. I appreciate it, Luke.
What's all this about?
Oh, nothing.
Really? Well, in any case, this new Order of Lorelei business is worrisome.
Let's go talk with Grandfather.
Which means Yulia City, right? Nice! I love that town.
Oh, really? Why?
Phone machines. Phone machines.
There's no need to react like that. Anyway, let's get moving.
I see. The first order of business is to restore the Order of Lorelei. Leave the order to me. I'll pull something together centered around Tritheim. To think that Mose, a paragon of what a Watcher should be, should come to this. It is truly a shame.
Grandfather, Mose mentioned an Eldrant. Do you have any idea what he meant?
The only Eldrant I know is the name of the glorious land of ancient Hispanian legend. I'm afraid I don't know much about Eldrant, but something odd has come up.
Something odd?
There is an overall decline in 7th phonons. But there are spots at which they're being expended at an astonishing rate.
Where?
One is an undersea location near the 6th Sephiroth, but an investigation team found nothing. We're currently in pursuit of a second site now.
Pursuit? How can one pursue a stationary location?
There's no other way to put it. For whatever reason, its position keeps changing.
Could it be some mobile facility? A ship or a carriage?
I don't know. But it would take much more than a ship to expend this many 7th phonons.
Is there no pattern to the movement?
That's currently being looked into. We do know that it's traveling around the ocean.
A giant object traveling the ocean, huh?
The only peacetime application of that many 7th phonons would be Thaumacrite. This is most disturbing.
If you think so, Jade, then it probably is a facility for Thaumacrite.
Let's search the ocean as thoroughly as possible.
Hey, is that island moving?
A floating island? That's physically impossible.
That island, I feel like I've seen it before.
Shall we land and take a look? We may find some clue down there.
It just might be the facility consuming 7th phonons that Grandfather was talking about.
I'm sure I've seen this place before.
Is this the Isle of Ferris? It was crushed in the tidal wave after the destruction of Hod.
Yes! It's the island across from Hod.
The Isle of Ferris?
It's an island from the Hod archipelago. It had a lot of trade back when Hod still existed.
But Even hit by a tidal wave, how could solid land become a floating island?
Yes, I can't imagine it's a natural phenomenon.
Which means there's some trick to it. Let's keep looking.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Keep your eyes open.
We have no choice. Say, bring it on! Take this! Say, you're mine! Now, die! Light spear cannon! No, Devil Timber! Demonic Void! Oh, Dark and Stormcloud, who's like to run my enemy through? Swallow Fury! Tiger!
Severed Feet!
Piercing Flash! Light Flash! Yes, you're done. Yes, you're...
I'll do whatever it takes. This guy's a whip.
They'll still beat you. Guard. It's down.
Final Draw! Demon Fist! Oh, noble conflagration! Incinerate all! Raising Phoenix! Lightning Blade! Lightning Blade! Light Spear Cannon! Excellent. Leave it to me. Energy Blast! French Thrust! Devil's Inferno! Tiger Blast!
I'll do whatever it takes.
This looks like fun. I, who stand in the full light of the heavens, command thee, who opens the gates of hell. Come forth, divine lightning! This ends now! Indignation! Bring it on! Tiger Blade! Right Blade! You're mine! Now, die! Take...
Yes, you're done.
I'll do whatever it takes. whatever it takes.
The buildings around here all look similar.
Now that you mention it, they do. Guy...
Well... I don't know the details, but I heard that a single architect planned the whole town. They named the island after him.
So the architect was named Ferris?
Yeah. Apparently the emperor of the time was struck by the uniform beauty of the town. And the architecture of Grand Kokma was influenced by Ferris's style as well.
I see, I see.
What do you mean, I see? You know more about it than I do.
Not at all. I quite dislike giving explanations.
Liar, you've been explaining things all this time.
That's why I dislike it. Especially explaining general knowledge. I'd rather leave that to others. It's quite exhausting.
Goodness, simple explanations aren't that tiring, are they?
I am getting on in my years, after all.
Right.
Wings!
Shall we?
Bring it on!
You're mine!
What is it, Luke?
Oh, I was just thinking, it must have been a beautiful town.
Yeah. I don't remember much, but there was a big port and the town was always lively.
Yeah?
The collapse of Hod, the tidal wave, most of the people probably died without even knowing what had happened. It may have been easier on them that way. Relatively speaking, of course.
It must have been horrible for the survivors as well. Nothing would have grown.
And all of them were just innocent bystanders.
An innocent island, washed away and forgotten.
An innocent island indeed.
Arietta.
There's someone here.
That voice. Annis! This is my special place. You can't just come barging in. You're not welcome here, Annis.
Ferris is your special place? What do you mean?
This is where I was born. My family all died in the flood. Mommy Liger saved me. I was so lonely, but Van came one day and invited me to join him. He stopped Ferris from sinking and made it into my own private ship. Van and the others have visited several times. They said they'd make this our base.
So this was my brother's headquarters.
And most likely a facility for Fomicry.
If you're talking about a replica machine, then yes, we have one. We need it. After all, Van promised he would recreate my whole city.
That's nothing but an illusion. Replicas aren't your family or even a replacement.
No, you're wrong. Look at Luke. He's a replacement for Ash. Ion understood me. He even helped Van. The only reason Ion changed was because Annis took over as Phone Master Guardian.
You're wrong. Master Van has tricked you.
Luke, be quiet. But you betrayed him, Annis. What, are you saying you want that duel here and now? My mediator Largo will decide the place. You can wait to hear from him. I fought for Ion and for Van, but now Ion is gone. I'm going to get revenge. I won't lose. What a fool. She doesn't even realize she's being used.
If what Arietta said is true, then we can assume that this is one of Van's facilities.
Yes, let's keep looking. Is that all right, Annis?
Yeah.
This is Fomicry? Impressive. Such a large-scale endeavor operating even now.
So, this is where they're making the replicas.
Eamon and the others may have been made here too.
Let's shut it down. Perhaps that will help ease the expenditure of 7th phonons.
Right. I don't think this world needs any more replicas. Even with just me, it's already one too many.
Luke.
Stop. Why are you doing this? Why do you oppose the birth of our brethren?
We will all be given a new place to live upon the heavenly plane.
Do not interfere.
Are all of you okay with that? It's not like you were born because you were wanted.
You're wrong. We were all born because Mose wanted us.
If you say so, Mary. But once your heavenly plane is completed, your originals will all be killed.
Why should we care if those who don't accept us are killed?
That's barbaric! Without those originals, no replicas could be born!
So, now that we have been born, why should we stay beholden to the originals? Luke, you could learn a thing or two from them.
What?
Confidence. That's why Ash gets mad at you. That's why you have trouble with Emperor Peony. You lack confidence.
Call it a will to live that borders on arrogance. You had it once. You would call us arrogant? Yes, I would. And someday your own words may be turned right back at you. I wonder if you'll be able to say the same thing then.
No! Mose has moved ahead with his plan without us.
This continent of bands will become a new stronghold. Behold the dawn of the new order of Lorelei. All hands begin preparations. I shall bring prosperity to all the cauldrons in fulfillment of the score.
What's going on? What is that?
Mose, you promised us a place on the new Hod.
The new Hod? So that's Hod?
What are we to do?
We go to the site of our covenant, the Tower of Rem. Surely Mose will come for us.
But the navigational equipment was destroyed with the Thaumacrief facility.
We'll eventually drift ashore if we follow this current. We'll walk from there.
Agreed. Spread the word.
They're gone. What should we do? Do we just let them go? I can't imagine Mose taking them in.
Well, if it were me, I would certainly cut them off. As long as he has the data, he can make as many replicas as he pleases.
So they're simply to be abandoned?
In all likelihood, though I doubt they'll realize that for a while.
They still believe in Mose.
So is that island in the sky really Hod? If so, then that would make it the replica land that Van envisioned.
I guess we'll find out when we get there.
It seems risky, but you're right.
Okay, let's ask Noel to take us up to that floating island.
choice.
Bring it on!
Go dark and strong.
You're mine! Now die!
I'm bursting with honor!
Take this! Bring me heaven!
Let's finish this!
Prepare yourself.
A twisted door of distortion! Open wide!
I stand in the full light of the heavens, command thee, who opens the gates of hell. Come forth, divine lightning. This ends now. Indignation!
That's enough! Got it! Return this soul! The abyss of
Go dark and
death!
storm clouds.
O wind undefiled, embrace those who will be our enemies. Innocent shine!
You okay?
The help!
Right shot!
Torrent.
Resurrection!
Oh, Hellion whose roaring fills the very soul resound! Feel the hammer of light!
Rest in the merciless silver embrace. Absolute. Arise, O find the waters to rout mine enemy. Blessed drop.
Light spear cannon! Chill!
Storm cloud, loose thy blade and run my enemy through. Very well. Farewell.
can't take you any closer. I can't break through the planet storm's protective barrier.
Wait, does that mean we can't get near it as long as the planet storm is active?
There's nothing we can do. Let's head to Grand Kokma. The military is keeping the HOD data at their headquarters.
Understood. But what do we do if it really is Van's replica land up there?
Colonel Curtis, I'm en route to His Majesty to report on the island floating above the Central Ocean.
Have you found anything out about it yet?
Chief of Staff Sussman has all the information. He's in the rear conference room.
The rear conference room. Let's hurry.
Oh, Jade. Things have really gone bad, huh?
Yes, sir. We've learned that the island floating above the Central Ocean may be Hod.
Ah, so it's true.
So that really is Hod?
Well, it's surrounded by a protective barrier formed by the planet storm. It's impossible to observe from here.
Then what led you to suspect it might be Hod, sir?
It is located exactly where Hod was, in the Outer Lands.
If it is Hod, then we can assume it's a replica created through Fomicry.
Yes, I doubt it could be anything else. Replica data for the entire island was taken just before its destruction.
Hence the new Hod. Weren't a lot of 7th phonons being consumed in that area?
Correct. Which suggests that all of this was Van's doing.
But wait, the replicas were all saying it was Moe's.
Sir, several islands in the Hod Archipelago have disappeared. The cause is unknown.
What do you think, Jade?
Perhaps phonons within the two lands are interfering with one another, causing a hyperresonance.
Yes, I would imagine that's the case. I'm headed to speak with His Majesty.
What's happening, Colonel?
Let's go see the king ourselves. I'll explain things there.
Fools who have forgotten the score!
That's Moe's voice.
Huh? Where is it coming from?
I don't know. It seems like the sky, but that's...
I am Moe's, full master of the new order of Lorelei! Swallowed by the cliff of shrouded in the miasma, the world today lies on the verge of destruction. And why is that? It is because both King Laska and Malkuth have abandoned Julia's Skull. False messengers have deceived both into ignoring the Skull.
Your Majesty, this is...
Yes, Moe's that bastard. Just what is he trying to accomplish?
It is my duty to protect the Skull, to establish the new order of Lorelei!
This isn't good. No, this sort of thing could easily make the citizens panic.
We, the new order of Lorelei, have created the glorious land of Eldrin from the Isle of Hod. From here, we will see that the world once more follows the Skull. Furthermore, we demand reparations from and the surrender of King Laska and Malkuth. If you do not accept these conditions, we will use force. The order shall dispatch a messenger to both nations. I eagerly await your responses. Citizens? I say it is your duty to rise up against any who would reject the score. Justice lies in you and the score alone.
Mo's mind has already begun to degenerate from the neural contamination.
Neural contamination?
Mo's absorbed many seventh phonons without any ability to control them.
Mo's consciousness has begun to reject the seventh phonon. He's losing his capacity for rational thought.
So that's neural contamination.
He still created this preposterous new order of Lorelei of his own will. His zeal for the score is beyond all reason.
I won't allow someone like him to destroy the order Ion tried to renew.
Let's see the Emperor. Neither Emperor Peony nor King Ingobert would give in to Mo's demands.
Yes, I agree. We should start formulating countermeasures now to prepare for the worst.
What's happening? Something inside me.
He didn't last long after the seventh phonon implantation.
Van is a seventh phonist. He won't see consequences like these.
What are you
Pitiful. To think he'd be so fixated upon the score as to assume such a form.
It's time. Let's go.
I've heard. They said several islands in the Hod Archipelago have disappeared.
Yes. We believe it's due to a quasi-hyperresonance caused by the replica land interacting with the original.
Quasi-hyperresonance?
The replica land currently expanding around Eldrant is in all likelihood being constructed as replica data is extracted from the world's surface.
So, for an instant, the newly created replica and the original share the same seventh phonons. At that time, interference similar to a hyperresonance takes place.
I'm so lost right now.
In other words, the original land is destroyed as the replica land is created.
Well, then I guess we better stop it soon.
Where do you think the Thaumacrief facility creating the replica landmass is?
On Eldrant would be my guess. It takes a long time to extract the data from a landmass. We should still be able to stop it.
Might we leave this matter to you? We have no means of reaching the sky.
Of course. We'll do everything in our power.
The Malkuth Armed Forces will secure land defenses.
Kimloska will aid you in that as well.
Natalia, why don't you propose that summit about the score now?
Oh, that's right. Kimloska, Malkuth, and the Order of Lorelei should all come together. They'll be a lot more effective against the new Order of Lorelei that way.
Yes, you're right. Perhaps now is the time for such a gathering.
If your majesties would grant us your presence, we could also discuss strategies against Eldrant.
What are you all suggesting?
Guy, explain.
Isn't that Natalia's job? All right, whatever.
Very well. I'll make the time whenever you wish. Is Doth an acceptable location?
Yes, I think that would be best.
King Ingobert is already aware of the situation, so that leaves Teodoro next, right?
Yes, let's head to Yulia City.
So you were out here.
Largo!
You certainly took your time. Not that I was eager to see you again.
Don't be that way. Arietta says she'll meet you in the Jiggle Woods.
Arietta? So she really wants to go through with this duel. She wants to fight in our forest?
I wonder why there, of all places.
That was where her mother died.
So you're her mediator.
Then if Arietta should lose, you're the next in line to fight. Is that correct?
No, I'm only here to move things along. And I can't imagine Arietta losing.
Okay, time to teach that Arietta a lesson.
Annis, you okay? You look like you're pushing yourself a bit.
Isn't there someone else you should be worrying about more than me?
Who, Natalia?
He hasn't realized how badly she was hurt.
He's still not very sensitive to these things.
What? What are you guys talking about?
You'll figure it out.
Wait here, you guys.
Anis, are you planning on going alone?
Yes, this is my problem.
Like hell it is. Ion was our friend too. If this is about him, then it's our problem. All of us. You're our friend too, Anis.
Me? The one who was spying on you this whole time?
You didn't have any other choice, did you?
Arietta will have all our monster friends. We should keep things fair.
Ion sacrificed himself to save me. If that led to a duel, I need to be present.
I'm not sure about friend, but I suppose we do have an awkward bond of sorts.
You would say something like that, Colonel. Okay, all right. All of you, you're coming with me.
Right.
Finally, I was getting tired of sitting around.
I've been waiting. All right, let's get this over with.
What a lively little girl. But a duel needs some rules.
I'll fight with my friends. You fight as a group of 4, too.
Arietta, you've helped us in the past. Can't we talk this over?
That was to help Ion. But Ion is dead. Your deaths will be for Mommy. Anis, yours is for Ion. For Van, too. I'll finish all of you.
Don't act all innocent. You killed everyone on the Tartarus under Van's orders. You're not the only one who wants vengeance.
Anis, prepare to die. Your Ion must...
Anis, you'll have to
spirits of the earth.
Oh, Helgen's roar! Maelstrom! Return the soul from the abyss of death. I'm in trouble here! You okay?
Don't neglect the enemy foe.
I'll get him next time.
My enemies in a cage of fire.
No! Come forth!
Infernal prison!
Of life. The cry of the dragon! No! Healing circle! Cyclone shot!
Rest in a merciless silver embrace.
Sonic thrust!
Leap to me!
Heaven strike!
Flames of hell create my enemies in a cage of fire. Infernal prison!
First aid!
Sonic thrust!
Infernal prison!
Of life. Nowhere!
Sonic nightmare cannon!
I'm bursting with phonon!
Dr. Stormcloud!
Fever time, baby! Ha! And you don't stop!
Prepare yourself!
No way! Come forward, illumination of light!
I stand in the full light of the heavens, command thee, who opens the gates of hell. Come forth, divine lightning! This ends now! Indignation!
Van, I lost. I'm sorry. Arietta, Mommy, everyone, I'm sorry. I couldn't avenge you. Ion, where are you? It hurts. Ion. Arietta, I'm sorry. I really hated you, but I'm sorry.
Annis, don't cry or apologize over the corpse of your enemy. You'll only insult her. Arietta risked her life fighting for her goals and died in the process. Pitying her means mocking the ideals she fought for.
Yeah.
The one true shame is that she couldn't witness the rebirth of the Isle of Ferris.
If that's how you feel, why didn't you stop her?
She resolved herself to do this, even if it cost her her life. Who could have stopped that? Arietta felt indebted to Ion, Van, and those monsters for their help. It's only natural that she would fight for them.
Even though Van was only deceiving her?
He wasn't deceiving her. Arietta would have killed herself if she knew the real Phone Master had died. That was Van's kindness.
So Arietta joined the 6 God Generals to repay that debt. What about you, Bardock?
That name died long ago, in the Sea of Batical, where my wife sleeps. I see. So you found it.
So you won't introduce yourself?
What's the point? An enemy's an enemy. It's as simple as that. You're soft, boy. The next time we meet will be the day I killed you all. I'll avenge Arietta then.
Luke, what was that all about?
I'm sorry, I can't tell you right now.
But you'll promise to tell me later?
Yes, I promise.
All right. We can't just hang around here all day. Weren't we headed to Yulia City for that summit about the score?
Yeah, you're right. Anis, you okay to head out?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Then let's go.
goodness! Are you all right?
Come with us, now.
Tyr, what is it?
Who was that person?
A replica. She probably fled here from Sheridan.
Fled? Why?
It's been happening a lot recently. People who have died just show up with no memories of the past. People being spotted at their own funerals.
A natural result of such large-scale replication.
They don't know anything. Some fall prey to monsters, others just take things from shops. Many replicas are the victims of terrible abuse.
That's inhuman!
More and more people are learning that living creatures are being replicated. Some people think that their loved ones died because a replica of them was created. Maybe some did, but a lot of replicas are just innocent victims.
And these newborn replicas can't say a thing to defend themselves.
Exactly. In the end, we've begun offering them asylum here. There aren't many places safe from monsters. They have nowhere else to go. But it's not like we have infinite resources. We're in just as bad a bind as they are.